For my job, as you might imagine, I have had much education to be able to gain the training to do these different tasks. My education background starts back from my early years, even high school, where I went to Robert E. Lee High School. I then transferred to the Texas Academy of Math and Science. It's a 2-year residential program where they offer advanced science and math classes. So I attended here for 2 years, which was in North Texas, specifically Denton, Texas. And beyond that, I went to pursue my bachelor's degree. How do you pay for college? I also had this issue. My parents chose not to start a savings fund, perhaps because they thought it would kind of build character, us figuring out how to do it on our own. What it taught me is that I have the capacity to be able to pay for my own college. You got to work hard at it. What I would do is I would go to the local bookstore and find a scholarship book. And I would open it up and write down some of the scholarships that I qualified for, and then I would apply. Now, after your first 10 scholarships, they start to be similar. You'll start to say, this one has an essay. Oh, I did this for 4 scholarship applications ago that I applied. So you can kind of use some of the information again. So on that aspect, it gets easier the more that you do. But apply, apply, apply is what I would recommend. Because I was able to go to Rice University on full scholarship because I did this. And it can be a daunting task to pay for college, but you can do it. And at the end of the day, if you still don't have the funds, there's always government loans that you have the opportunity to qualify for. The scholarships that I received was the American Physical Society, the American Geophysical Society, Rice University, and NASA headquarters. So during this time of my bachelor's degree, I had many opportunities, and I ended up with a bachelor's of art in mathematics and applied mathematics. This was simply because I just enjoyed math that much, so I kept taking math classes, and eventually it turned out I fulfilled the math degree requirements. So I went ahead and got that. And then a materials engineering degree. And I was inspired by one of the faculty, Dr. Enrique Barrera, who really took me aside and showed me what opportunities there were in materials engineering. So I went ahead and followed up and pursued this. And I also had the guidance from my sister saying, go get an engineering degree, you'll like it. And sure enough, she was right. So after that, I knew that I had an interest in space exploration, and I found a unique program that was actually started by an astronaut at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, where they had local professors here in Houston, and I was able to take classes in space operations, space environment, space propulsion, as you can tell, all about space. And I ended up with a Master's of Aerospace Engineering with an emphasis in space operations. Now I am on the tail end of my Ph.D. Program in mechanical engineering, specifically heat transfer. I plan to defend and walk the stage this coming May and to acquire this degree. I'm very excited. I will be the first Carrillo to become a Dr. Carrillo, and I'm really looking forward to, after 6 or 7 years of study, to acquiring this accomplishment. So I encourage all of you to pursue your engineering degrees, science degrees, or whatever your passion is, and to go all the way with it, because it truly is worth it. And when I achieve my PhD, because I also have my professional engineering license, I will be the only Latina at NASA Johnson Space Center with both a professional engineering license and a PhD.